Hello children, how are you? I hope you must be having a cheerful and positive day and at the same time taking all the precautions and listening to your parents and also studying. In this video children, I am going to teach you how to write an application. Now, application is what? You have heard of this word? Generally, when you are taking leave during your school days or you are absent for certain number of days, so you write an application to the principal informing that you were absent for so many days and for this very reason. Or if you want to go inform the principal beforehand in advance, so what you write your parents write an application that my child will be not coming to school for certain number of days as for this reason. Then what the principal, she thinks whether the reason is genuine, and so what she does, she allows the child to be absent. Now in case of mine, if I want to take leave because I'm not well or due to some reason that I will not be able to come to teach you all, so what I do, I write an application to the principal to inform that I will not be able to come for certain number of days because of this reason. Now when the principal thinks that my reason is genuine, she allows it, right? So application is what? Application is like you are informing your higher authority. Now to write an application, there are certain forms. The format is there and you have to write it in that proper format, because this is an official paper, not a informal letter. This will be filed up in your confidential file. So whenever later on, if it is required to see, so the management or the school administration can show it as a proof, right? Now for the application we will follow the box type method. We have studied that there are two types of method in the letter writing, that is traditional and box type format. But the council advises to follow the box type format, and they also mark on it, although they will mark in the traditional form also, they are not going to cut. But in future, you will be required to write any form, letter or application or social or business letter. They are all in the box type format. So in the box type format, there are certain points you have to remember, and that point is, number one is, first is the address, date, third is salutation, body of the letter, and then the number fifth is subscription, sixth is signature of yours, then seventh is your full name, and third eighth is your class. Now we will see one by one. Now address, we always in the box type method we have learned that everything has to be written in your left hand side of your page. So the first you will write your address, and to whom you are going to write? To the person to whom you are sending the application, to whom you are informing. So in your case, it will be writing a letter to the principal, right? So we will write for address, we generally write as the principal, not to the principal. The principal. The principal. Now children, always remember, T is capital and P is capital, right? So for the address you will write the principal, then just under the you will write Jamna Christian Junior High School. Then you will write the name of the place, Prayagraj, right? So Prayagraj, thus under the J you will write P, Prayagraj, right? Prayagraj. So all this will be in a straight alignment, right? For the address. Then you will leave a space, you will leave one line, and then the next point is what it is showing? It is showing date. Now date, I will show you certain type of dates to be written. First is 26 September 2020. Then you can also write September, comma 2020, but no full stop. No full stop. So, but some children write this way: 2609 to this thing 20. This is wrong. You are not going to write. You will, for the application or letter writing, you are going to follow this pattern or this pattern. Remember children, the name of the month, it is a proper noun. So it will start with the capital letter. The name of the month, the letter which you are going to write, say if it is November, December, for November you will start with N, capital letter. For December, D will be the capital letter, right? So it will be a capital letter because it is a proper noun. And you are going to follow this pattern or this pattern, but not this pattern. This method is wrong. Then what you will do, you will leave a space. You will leave a space and then write what? Salutation. Now you are writing to your principal. Now, so it will be this thing. You start your letter with respected madam, right? Comma. Respected madam, or you can write, if it is sir, you will say respected sir, comma. You can also start with madam, comma, or you can start with sir. Either of these you can start, right? But respected, if you say, is like you are giving a respect to your principal or to the higher authority person. Next, first, this is what? For salutation. Now next is what? Now children, after the salutation next point comes the body of the letter. As in my previous video, I have already said that the body should be written in three parts. Three parts in the letter. The body of the letter should be written in how many parts? 3 parts. First is the introduction, then the main letter, the purpose you are writing, the reason you are writing, and the closing. For introduction, you will be introducing yourself that you are a student of so and so class and section. And in the second point, in the main letter, second paragraph, you will be telling about why you are writing the application and the reason, right? Third point, that is the closure of the letter, should be that you are showing your gratitude to ma'am for being for the request which you have put forward, and she may allow you. So this is the three parts you have to write in the main part of the letter. Then comes the subscription. Now in the subscription, since you are a student, right? You are a student, so you will be writing what? Yours faithfully. Children, since you all are children, so if you are writing an application to the principal, you should be ending either this thing with yours faithfully, comma, yours sincerely, comma, yours truly, comma, or you can add up with yours obedient student. Now notice over here, your Y will be with the capital letter, and after faithfully you will be putting a comma. Same here, your will be capital letter and after sincerely comma. So this is for what? Which point? It is for the subscription. Then comes the signature. Now for the signature you will not write your full name. You will only put your initials. Suppose you are Rahul Sharma. So you will write Rahul R Sharma, whatever your signature is. Right. Then comes your name. This you have to write your full name in underneath your signature with the bracket and capital letter. Rahul Sharma. Then bracket close. No full stop, nothing. Then you will write your class. Right. Class all in the capital letter. Class 7, either C, either A, either B, anything you, whichever section you belong to. This is the format how you write. So let's take one more thing. If your father is writing, your father will sign over here in the signature. Rahul's father's name is, suppose, Aditya Sharma. Right. Over here, what he will do, the father will, after the putting his signature, he will write over here in the bracket his name, Aditya, Aditya Sharma, 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 father of Rahul Sharma. Rahul Sharma. Right, he will write this. Now let's see, take a quick recap of the format. You will write the address, space, date, space, salutation, space, body of the letter, space. Space means you are going to leave one line. Then subscription, leave one line. Signature, leave one line. Write your full name, then you will write leave one line, and then the class and section. Right? This is the way how you write an application. Now children, I am going to show it in your copy. I have done it. Now this is the topic which I have written in the fresh page. Then what I did, as I told you, that always start the letter or essay in the fresh page. So what I did, I divided the page into half. I drew a straight line with the help of a pencil. Right. I have made sure that this part is more bigger than this part. Then I have written the letter. As I told you that the letter should be written in the box type format. So for this very reason I drew the line, so that I make sure that I should not go exceeding this line. Of course my school's name is very big, so it has exceeded, but if you write it in a short form, it will be in this column only. Now if you see, all the columns are in the straight. Everything is coming here in the straight form. Have you seen? And it is aligned in the straight line, and it is looking also very good. Now the first part, I have written the address to whom I am sending. I have addressed to the principal. I have addressed the principal. Then I have left one line, and then I have written the date. Right. Then I have left one line. I have written the salutation. Then, as I told you, that the body of the letter should be in the three parts: first part, second part, and third part. It can be more, since I was explaining why, the child is explaining why the father is unable to pay the fees. That is why I have taken two parts different. In the first paragraph of the body, I have said after introduction, I have said that my father's problem, right? In the second paragraph, not my father, my child's father's problem. Then the second second paragraph of the main part of the letter is the boy is describing, the child is describing about his studies and his desire to study. Then in the last paragraph, that is I have requested, okay, I have requested here to grant the full fees. Then subscription, signature, the name of the boy and the class. Now after writing the full letter, I will erase this line, right? Now children, I have erased the pencil mark from here, and now you see how my letter is looking neat and clean. In the see the alignment from the left hand side as well as the right hand side. It is straight and it is giving a good impression of the person. So this is the way you are going to do. In my last video for the letter writing, I had sent up write a letter to your friend inviting him for your sister's marriage. So again, now I have sent another I have written another letter, that is replying your friend of that you are unable to come. So again, I have drew the straight line, right, in an empty page, and then accordingly, I have written. After I have written the letter, what will I do? After I have written the letter, I will erase that line, and when you erase the line, you will see everything is in the straight line, even if you see towards your left hand side and in the it forms a box method, right children? So this is the way you are going to do the letter writing, and I'll be also sending the PDF. Please make sure that you write it in your copy, right? Now children, the next topic which I am going to take after letter application is how to write an essay, right? Generally children, I have found that you feel scared to write an essay. But if you know the correct manner and if you understand from the base, from now, you will never ever find hard or difficult to write an essay. It's a very, very easy thing to write an essay. The only thing which you require to write an essay is your vocabulary. You have to pay attention towards the tenses, as it is a English language, and at the same time you can use your imagination. You are free to use your imagination, your information, your ideas. You can vent out without free of cost. No one is going to check you, right? But the only thing is what? You should be good with your vocabulary, right? So now how to write an essay, I am going to start today. The first thing you should be knowing that essay is not particular of one time. Essay, there are many different kinds of essay, right? But the most common essays are descriptive essay, narrative essay, and next is expository essay and argumentative essay. Descriptive essay, it is the most easiest essay which you often get in your exam, right? In the descriptive essay, you have to describe what you saw, what you experienced, what you underwent through that journey. Suppose descriptive essay is like, write a essay on your summer vacation, how you spend your summer vacation, or you can say house fire. These all are descriptive essay, right? How was your winter vacation? How you celebrated your teacher's day, your annual function in your school. All these types are descriptive essay. Your road accident, they are like the incident which you saw, you have felt, and you have experienced. You have to write it in your own words, and for that you should be very good with your vocabulary. You should pay attention towards your grammar part, tenses. That is why children go through the tenses very in detail, and try to take some other books also to do the tenses, so that you will not find difficult in future. Next is narrative. Narrative is that you are narrating the incident which you saw, right? Which you narrate. It is same as the descriptive essay, right? Same as the descriptive essay. You are narrating what you saw and what you felt. How was people's reaction? What were people doing? Like, as I told you, one example, if I give you road accident, yeah, you can say where there are people, like it is not only your opinion you are going to write, you are also going to write the surrounding people's opinion also you can write, right? So it is same as the descriptive, more or less. Now next is expository essay. Expository essay is what? Is an idea given to you. Where you have to explain, where you have to give the information in the essay. Next is the argumentative essay, where you have to write for and against. Like very common, the teacher says that is mobile useful for children, yes or no, right? So you can argue with both yes also and put your views in no's also. But if the essay says only write either for or against, so you are going to write either for the full topic or for against. So these are, since you are very small, so these are the basic common essays which you should be knowing, and you should you get in your exam. Next, children, we will look into that how to write an essay. Generally, very few children has an idea how to write. They get confused, and that is why they take help from the essay book. When you are taking help from the essay book, children, you should also try to understand how those essays are written. So let me tell you how it is written. The format of the essay is again based on the 3 points: introduction, body, and conclusion. Now, introduction is what? The topic which is given to you. You have to introduce that topic. Now, certain points should be remembered while writing the essay. That is, never start the essay with the name of the topic which is given to you. Never ever start the topic, because it feels that it is very the child has not understood. So the introduction of the letter, the starting essay of the starting word of the essay should be very catchy. It should either starts with some dialogue or some idioms or some phrases, so then you can the reader finds interesting to read, right? Now, the introduction, you explain the topic which is given to you, and always start with never start with the topic which is given to you. Straight away You use the topic but in a different form, in a different sentence. You form the sentence in the different form. Then is the body. Now body, that means you can write 3 to 4 paragraphs in the body. Now in every paragraph, I told you children, the idea should be different, right? If the topic should be different, not the same. If you have discussed, suppose I have asked you to write write an essay about your best friend. Over here you will write what does the meaning of best friend means. You can start with the idiom. There are lots of idiom, phrases, similes, right? Metaphors, right? You can use that. Then with the body, this thing. Suppose you have described your friend as she is very intelligent, kind, soft-hearted, and suppose you have described what are the topics? Intelligent, then soft-hearted, helpful. If you have described 3 things to your friend, these are the 3 things that attracts you, right? Attracts in your friend. So in that paragraph, in the body you will take one paragraph, describe one point of each. First paragraph you will describe intelligent, how do you find, and give some incident how it attracted her quality. Now second point is the second quality which you got attracted was the soft-hearted. How was that you got attracted towards her soft quality, kind-hearted, humbleness. So you are going to write second paragraph on about her soft-hearted incident, any incident, right? Third point, helpful. Helpful, like how you find her as a helpful in the quality which you have described her as a helpful, how you have found it. So you will describe with an incident. So in every 3 paragraphs you will give an incident. Hence your body will become big. Your essay will become big, containing 3 paragraphs. And for the conclusion, when it should be always, whatever you write, there is a conclusion. When you are giving a conclusion, then you write about the friendship and how she has proven to be your good friend, right? So it is very easy. So in this way we are going to write an essay. I'll give you one example. I'll show you one example on the board where we can discuss. Now children, when an essay is given to you, there are certain points to be remembered. That is, when a topic is given to you, you should read the topic 2 to 3 times, try to understand, and then in a rough copy, in a rough paper, try to frame your thoughts. If you don't frame your thoughts point wise, you will find hard to write. And then when you are framing the point, frame it in sequence wise, so that the story, when you are relating, when you are writing your thoughts, the person who is reading finds it interesting, thrilling, and he is eager to know what is the next. He is urging himself, oh, let this essay come to the end fast, so that I should know what happened at last, right? And when you are using, you should don't use lengthy sentence. Use short sentence and simple sentence. And after, when you jot it down on a paper, like I have done, we will be discussing it just now, and after jotting it down, then according to the point wise you write, right? And make sure, do not try to use the word again and again, the same phrases, the same similes, the same idioms. No, don't try to use it. Hence, it becomes very boring. Suppose an essay is given to you, how you offered to help someone. Now, how you offered to help someone. Someone means the person you don't know. So, for the introduction, as I said, that there are 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. So, what I did for the introduction, I framed it out when and where you met. When and where you met. Sorry, over here. Met the stranger. What you saw that compelled you to help him. Like what you saw. So you can start off that you were walking on the road and actually I saw a video in a in a YouTube, small clipping in a TikTok, that how a policeman like helps a old man who was crossing the road recently. You must have seen also, like the full traffic was stopped and he was a very very old man with his clutcher, walking stick, he was crossing, and from red to signal changed to green, but none of the traffic moved. Because the old man was very very old and with his clutcher he was walking very very slowly, hence he could not even reach the halfway, and the signal had gone green but no vehicles moved. Tried to go. They waited for the old man to cross. So the policeman, traffic policeman, who was a young person, he came running, and what he did, he took the old man on his back and he went forward. He helped him to cross the road. Hence, what he did in this way, it was his civics duty. So, what he did, in this way, the traffic people, the cars, vehicles also started moving. They crossed, and it was not delayed, right? And the man also was safe. That old man was also safe. Somebody had recorded this video and had put in the YouTube. It was really very kind of that that policeman. And in fact, we should also develop such things in our heart, to help someone, to help the old people. Usually, like, we see the old people, and when they ask, carrying sabzi, or walking slowly, or waiting to be crossed. So people, they stand, they make youngsters, they make fun how he is looking, how he is walking and all. But no, you should help him. So there are, in this way, this topic came in my mind, and I have written it over here. How you offer to help someone. For introduction, when and where you met him, and what you saw. Like I have already told you the incident. Now you can elaborate that incident to more bigger page, so that you can write more paragraphs on it. Right. So you can write about what you saw and how you helped him. Then in the body, in the first paragraph, mention who you offered to help and how. Like whom you offered. That man was known to you, unknown to you, and why you were compelled to help him out, and what was his pathetic state. You can write one small paragraph on it. And then on the second paragraph, in the body itself, why you helped him, why you urged to help him, why, because of sympathy or for humanity ground, something like that. Then on the third point, you can write what was the reaction of that old man, of that person who took help from you. How did he react? Might be he was very happy, cheerful, and he might, since you are small, he must have given something to you in return. Right. Then in the conclusion, you can write that are you still in touch with that person, and what you got in return. Of course, the blessing. You got blessing from the that old man whom you this thing helped him out. So in this is not necessary you are going to write my thoughts. You can develop your own, because this is an imaginary. And your imagination is very vivid, right? You got more vivid, more wider imagination than me. So you can write like this. In this way, first we do is what we frame out, we jot out the top points, what to write, and systematically we write the essay. This is how the essay is written. The point is that I want to teach you, this is how the essay is written. Now that's it for the day, children. I hope you have understood how to write the essays, and I am giving you some more topic and the points. You are going to correlate and write the essay with that help. First you are going to frame it out, and then I want the framing part also, right? And the letter writing also. Have a good day and study hard.